Good morning, students. It is science class. I am your science teacher, Murali. In the previous class, we studied chemical equation. Chemical equation. What is a chemical equation? The shorthand representation of a chemical reaction by using symbols and formulae of chemical compounds is called chemical equation. C plus O2 gives rise CO2. This is a very good example for an equation. Here in this chemical equation, two things we must remember. What is the information conveyed by an equation? A chemical equation conveys some information. So, information conveyed by a chemical equation. First one is reactants that are entering into the reaction and products formed after the reaction. So, when you see a chemical equation, you can find the information regarding reactants and products. You know what are reactants in this reaction? Equation, carbon and oxygen are called reactants. Carbon dioxide is resultant or products. That information is known on seeing this chemical equation. So first of all, reactants that are participating in the reaction, products formed after the reaction are known. Next, second information. How much of reactants are participating in the reaction and how much of products are formed after the reaction. This is according to one law, that is law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. What is law of conservation of mass? According to law of conservation of mass, matter is neither created nor destroyed. Matter is neither created nor destroyed. Matter is neither created nor destroyed. It means that number of atoms of reactants before the reaction should be equal to number of atoms of products formed after the reaction. You take a chemical equation like this. In this, number of atoms of reactants should be equal to number of atoms of products formed after the reaction. Next, one more thing. A chemical compound has a formula that cannot be altered. Here it is carbon C, oxygen O2, carbon dioxide CO2. It is a compound, carbon dioxide has formula CO2. This cannot be altered. This cannot be altered. This cannot be changed as you like. Like CO, instead of CO2, if you write a C2O, it is not carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide means there must be one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. That's all. Carbon dioxide, formula of carbon dioxide means CO2. That's all. You cannot write C2O. So, formula of a compound cannot be altered. And every atom in the reactant side or product side or atoms used in the reaction is counted according to law of conservation of mass. According to law of conservation of mass, matter is neither created nor destroyed. It means that number of atoms of reactants that are participated in the reaction should be equal to number of atoms of products formed after the reaction. Once again, let me repeat. Information conveyed by an equation. What is the information conveyed by an equation? Number one, products, first reactants participating in the reaction and products formed after the reaction. You can find out. Number two, how much of quantity of reactants participating in the reaction and quantity of products formed after the reaction. These two things are known by the chemical equation. Next, the two principles of a chemical equation are: number one, every chemical compound has a formula which cannot be altered. Just now I have told you, taking carbon dioxide. Here is oxygen, O2. Its formula is O2. That cannot be changed. You cannot write O or you cannot write O3 or O4. It should be O2 like that. Next, every atom used in the reaction is counted. It is according to law of conservation of mass. According to this, matter is neither created nor destroyed. It means that here in this equation, carbon, oxygen, these are reactants. Carbon dioxide is product. The mass of carbon and oxygen is equal to the mass of carbon dioxide. It means that atoms cannot be created or destroyed. You cannot create atoms or you cannot destroy atoms. Next, here are some signs used in every chemical equation. Take another equation. Magnesium burns in oxygen to form magnesium oxide. 2 Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO. Here, magnesium and oxygen are reactants. Magnesium oxide is a product. Reactants and products are separated by an arrow mark. An arrow is used to separate reactants and products. The head of the arrow should be towards products. Next, the state of reactants and the state of products. State means magnesium. It is in solid state. So if it is in solid state, you write S in brackets under that compound, under that element. Magnesium is in solid state. S for solid. Oxygen, it is in which state? Gaseous state. So gas, G. Next, magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is nothing but ash. It is also in solid state. So, the state of reactants and products also are represented by writing symbols. S for solid, G for gas, and L for liquid. If it is water, you can write aqueous. Aqueous. Next, in the same way, here 2 is written in front of, in the beginning of the element magnesium. It shows, the 2 written here shows, the digit 2 shows number of molecules of magnesium. Number of molecules of magnesium that are participating. Next, here also I have written 2 MgO, 2 molecules of magnesium oxide, 2 molecules of magnesium oxide. In the same way, in some equations, for example, CaCO3 gives rise CaO plus CO2. It is another chemical equation. CaCO3 gives rise CaO plus CO2. What is CaCO3? It is calcium carbonate. On heating, when it is heated, it decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate is limestone. It is nothing but, it is in solid state. Calcium oxide also is in solid state. Carbon dioxide, you know, it is in gaseous state. Next, here one more information we have to represent, that is calcium carbonate is heated. I said heated. So delta is used to represent heating. If you see this delta mark, it tells that this reactant is heated. On heating, it is decomposed into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. In some cases, if we use liquids, we can write L. In some cases, some precipitates are formed, we can write S. Like this, these are used. In case of some equations, we use the sunlight. You can write sunlight. So, with this we have completed a chemical equation, information conveyed by a chemical equation, principles involved in chemical equation, and some of the signs used in writing a chemical equation. Now, the homework is, today's homework is, you write, you just go through books and find out number of equations, at least 10 equations, any of these type of chemical equations, and write what is the information known by them and send me through WhatsApp. Thank you.